That's what it says right there. Awesome. We're expecting a clean one tonight, but just in case we accidentally get some colourful language, some of you might want to make alternative plans. And for the rest of you at home, tune it up for Brandon Flowers live on Maida Vale on BBC Radio 1. Colourful language. I wouldn't expect that from me, mate.
I'm pretty clean.
That's what I figured.
Clean machine.
That's what I figured. How are you, man?
Pretty good.
Nice to see you. Let me take these off. What's going on, man?
Nothing much.
Yeah, you're looking fly, looking good. Thanks. Very dapper. Is that West Coast? Is that bespoke?
Oh, yes.
Good answer. When did you get back to the UK? When did you arrive?
About 4 days ago.
Oh, nice. So no excuse for jet lag then?
No, I feel good.
Good. How have the shows been going? I know you've done a few off the back of, the new album and everything else, and then you started in Vegas. How was the first show?
It was very surreal. It was like going back in time. It was playing a bunch of songs that people don't know. Wonder what I was doing there.
Yeah. But ultimately, it's a hometown crowd, so you put yourself in a friendly environment from the start. And I know you're very hard on yourself when it comes to you're perfectionist. That's part of the reason why you and your friends and the Killers have been so successful so quick, is because your standards are high. How did you feel at the end of that first show?
I felt really proud of what we did.
Great. There's a lot to talk about. This new album, Flamingo, for many people, most of the fans came out of nowhere. A lot of people were really surprised to hear about it. Rumor was spreading for a bit, but, you chose your moment to go through the website. We're going to get to all of that. But, were you nervous? Were you nervous before the announcement was made and knowing that the music was there? But
yeah, definitely. I'm so accustomed to doing things a certain way now, and so I think, they say change is good, and I'm giving it a shot.
Good for you, man. Well, we're going to talk about the making of the record, what went into it, and just kind of get a picture before you, unveil a lot of songs for the first time to people listening tonight around the world.
Cool.
And there's a lot of them, man. I mean, I know that that's an obvious thing to say, but there's a lot of them. This is MIA. Check it out. That's brand new MIA. From their latest album. We were just talking a little bit about that, Brandon. You were asking what's it like, what's the album like, and I suppose in a way when you're making music and you haven't stopped between the Killers and now into your solo record, it must be hard to find time to immerse yourself in other people's music.
It is. That's one of the things that has really stood out to me since we started, is that the amount of music that I don't listen to, I guess, anymore.
Do you listen to music at all when you're making records as reference points, even older records or older songs? A lot's been made at various points throughout the Killers records of things like Springsteen and various things like that. I know it seems obvious, but do you listen to things?
We always try. We've actually, it's been conscious of not listening to things. We didn't want to be too derivative, and even though we're pretty tagged as being very derivative, we aren't sitting there with records and ripping things, and we're actually, this is actually music that comes out of us, but we obviously, once you listen to something, you absorb it and it's bound to come out somehow.
What is the major priority when it comes to making a record for you? I mean, some people say it's about making records for yourself, you have the audience. I mean, it's obviously about making timeless music. What is the one kind of thing that goes through your head at all times when you're in the studio?
Just don't embarrass myself.
Still?
I love being in the studio. And that's where I really feel time just flies by. I just love it. I could stay there forever.
Yeah, but you can't. That's why you're here. You're dreaming about it, even if you didn't want to go. Was it hard to let go of the solo record? I mean, did you know when it was finished, Flamingo?
We thought it was finished, and Stuart flew.
This is Stuart Price,
home. Stuart Price flew home. Sorry, and Daniel Lanois, went to go make a record with Neil Young. I mean, we were done, and then I wrote 3 more songs. And I had to do them. So that's where Brandon and Brian came into the picture.
Nice. How did you find that? How did you find working with them? For people that don't know, I should just preface this because I'm a producer freak. Brandon and Brian's with everyone from Pearl Jam right through to, he's mixing the greats, Rage Against the Machine. How did you find working with the 3 different producers? And can you hear the difference on the record?
I can hear the difference, but I don't know. For the most part, people that have heard it say that the thing is pretty cohesive for having 3 producers.
Yeah.
I think it is.
You're just showing off 3 of the best producers in the world right now. You're like, what?
I'm
sitting at home wondering why it's named in the ring.
I was very aware that you were doing this in hopes that they'd get the next Killers record.
Yeah.
It was
this was their audition.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was.
You've been pretty vocal already about why this record has come about, and that you wanted these songs to be on the Killers record, right? Initially.
Yeah. I just got this. I guess I had a rush of songs, a rush of creativity came, the songs just kept coming. And I I couldn't imagine if I keep writing songs and we take a year and a half or 2 years, it would, I wouldn't want one of them to come to the table with 40 songs. So I can't imagine they'd want me to.
That's one way of looking at it. That's a great way of looking at it. You're going to get these songs out there and give everyone a chance to start slate playing again when you're ready. But at the same time, like you say, you have this urge to make music. It doesn't necessarily appeal to everybody else who's spending 6-7 years on the road non-stop.
Yeah.
Was it a grown-up discussion? Was it cool?
Yeah, everybody was great. I think, a couple of them are actually really happy. It's solidifying that break.
I know Ronnie said he still got a
Yeah. Dave actually has a great guitar solo on one of the songs.
Nice. Nice. And was the vibe different in the studio, given that it wasn't a group, it was your solo record? Could you sit there and say, Dave, honestly, that solo was dance?
It was good. Everybody's been real supportive.
Yeah, of course. You're Brandon. You're a nice guy. You make amazing music. What was that? It's international. You can put them in the same category. Super nice guys who make fantastic records and have had great sort of few years now.
Yeah.
You've always been a fan of the band. Is it a new discovery?
I've known about the band, but these new records, the latest record is fantastic, and I just decided to choose this one song.
I'm glad you did. Right now it's the National. Thank Brandon Flowers for this, and we do. We're back with him after this. It's Ready One from Maida Studios.